Rightio, guys. Welcome to the pool deck here for the biggest game of the day, in my opinion. Facing off with 2 minutes to go until this game kicks off, we have the land of hummus and delicious flatbread, where you'll find a blue mosque, a Hagia Sophia, a place called Cappadocia where hot air balloons are plenty, and a delight is a sweetie type of treat versus a land where small fluffy birds that can't fly are the national symbol. Sweet as is more than a sweet treat. Choice is more than a decision. Spate is a drinkable thing as opposed to a group of somethings. And brew is something other than a hot beverage. So here we go, guys. The New Zealand under-23 men against Turkey under-23 men. Position 1 and 2 on this ladder. And joining me here in the commentary box, another little sweet as special Turkish delight we've got going on here. Nick, underwater hockey stuntman Yong. How are you today, Yongy? Is the volume good? Got to turn it on. Start again.
Hello, Stuart, and everybody out there. It's really good to be here, and alongside a fellow player I've played a lot of underwater hockey with and against at the Doon Kennedy Aquatic Centre. I'm really interested with the matchup, and I'm especially interested in a couple of players in this matchup, and one of those is on the New Zealand team, number 12, Nick Healy. Nick Healy comes from New Zealand and played in the elite Stellenbosch team, and really interested to see how he goes and how he progresses in his career.
It is interesting. There is definitely a couple of elite men's players in both of these teams from both countries. I know the Turkish guys are carrying 5 of their elite players from their Stellenbosch team, which finished second at the Elite World Championships from last year. And the Kiwis have at least 1, maybe 2 or 3. As we count down, we see the 3 zeros, and the game starts in this big match for basically supremacy of this under-23 division. Position 1 and 2 shaping off or facing off against each other. You can see those two teams clashing in the middle there as the play stays in the centre of the puck. The Kiwis establishing a little bit of an attacking advantage here as the play comes over to the near side of the court, and tit for tat play going on right now there, Yongi, as the Kiwis get driven back into the defensive lines there.
Yeah, it's a tight tussle here on the wall, Stu, and looks like there's a referee call. It looks like it's against the Turkish for fouling. Now, I do believe there's been a lot of fouls against Turkey. Stuart, you might need to
enlighten you there, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. The Turks definitely have the record this tournament for most amount of minutes spent in the sin bin. The Kiwis are probably at about half or maybe less of what the Turks have. So those lads are definitely liking spending a little bit of quiet time in the sin bin there, mate. They like the texture of the seats. And they like to sit up there, and sometimes they even like to go 3 players down. But interestingly enough, they haven't lost a game regardless of how many people they've had in the sin bin. So these guys are definitely here to play hockey. As you can see there, they're putting a lot of pressure on the Kiwis at the moment as they drive that puck down to the near side area, all the way down to the sort of close to this right-hand defensive tray. The nice flick goes onto the very corner of the tray there, and the Kiwis, fortunately, are in position to take it to the corner. So in these early minutes of this game, the Turkish are putting a lot of attacking pressure on the Kiwis there, Nico.
Yeah, they certainly are. And look, it's in the corner, and the Kiwis looking to bring that puck out. I think Turkey will be looking to attack from this corner, and New Zealand will be looking to bring it off the wall once they get outside their sub-bench area.
Yeah, as the Turks drive a nice, strong 45 all the way onto the tray there of the Kiwis, and picked up and swept well by the Kiwis there. Again, there's a nice flick from the Turks that goes all the way around the tray, and it's recycled. There's been a flick that's gone in the tray. The referees have called goal number 1. That's number 8, I believe, for the Turkish team. So well done to Mertcan Sapigioglu. Well done, Mertcan, for scoring goal number 1 of this game. And the Turkish take a very early lead, Yongi.
Yeah, look, that was a very surprise goal, a hard-working goal. And as usual, the Turkey is working so well together. I'm a little bit unsure with their structure and their game plan and what they're actually looking to achieve. But I know New Zealand, they'll be looking to play wide and open. Stu, you might need to enlighten me on the Turkish game plan and how they're playing.
Mate, the Turkish play very well off the line. They play very well in on a straight line, and they're very strong, as you can see here. They're very good at individually inserting pressure on another team. So, really the Kiwis in the first 3 minutes of this game are really having to weather the storm of this onslaught that the Turkish guys are carrying out right now. You can see the Kiwis trying to drive a 45 out of defence there and basically getting shut down very strongly by the Turkish attackers as the puck again goes all the way to the tray. It's right on the corner. The Turks very strong. And the Kiwis just managing to keep it out. The buzzer is going. It's going to be interesting to see what's happening here. Gloving for New Zealand, and it looks like the referees are calling a penalty goal. So that's going to be goal number 2 for the Turks there. And I'm sure the Kiwis won't be happy with that, Yongi.
Yeah, look, this is new territory for New Zealand. They are normally the ones dictating terms, and they'll be looking to regroup here. And I'm quite surprised that there's not a timeout here.
Yeah, well, I guess the coach of the Kiwis, Matty Hart, a.k.a. the Big Cuddly Bear, wants to just pick his time out at the right moment. I mean, there still is 11 minutes to go in this game, so obviously he doesn't want to call it too early. The Kiwis definitely doing a better job at the moment of establishing a bit of attacking pressure now, so I'm pretty sure he'd be very confident in his lads to be able to turn this game around. It is only 2 goals, and it's early days in this first half. You can see now the Turkish guys are having to do a lot of defending. They're pretty quick onto that puck, and it'll be interesting to see if the Kiwis try and drive the line, drive straight lines, or try and open this game up a bit more there, Yongi.
Well, from what I've seen so far, New Zealand have been doing both especially well, and I've really loved the cut from the 45 off the switch. And look, here they go. They're coming back into the middle, and they're bringing it out to their left. Now Turkish take the drive. New Zealand
the Turks on a drive here, and the Kiwis again having to go all the way back. Oh, and a nice over-the-top pass there by the Turks, and they're all over this tray at the moment. The Kiwis doing a desperate defensive effort there. Very well done, and a desperate defensive move there by the Kiwis. The Turks getting good position on that back wall, and just managing the Kiwis to keep that puck out of the tray. Interestingly enough, as we look at the goals scored for and against, Turkey have only scored 39 goals. A big runaway here by the Kiwis. They're taking all of the court, and that guy is not going to be caught by that Turkish defender, and that's a massive runaway there by the Kiwis for goal number 1 for them. We're going to look to see who that was. I think that was number 13.
Clark Samuel.
Clark Samuel with a huge breakaway goal. Really opened this game up. Only 1 goal behind now, and not surprisingly, Matty Hart, the coach of the Kiwis, calling a tactical timeout here with 9.5 minutes to go in this game here, Yongi.
Yeah, look, a really interesting timeout. 2-1 Turkey. New Zealand coming back. I think a great goal. And look, even though Clark Samuel got that goal, that was a team goal. Breakaways, get credit to Clark Samuel, but there was definitely a team goal there, Stuart.
Yeah, that's right. His team were working very hard to give him that puck and nullify that a lot of pressure that the Turks were under. Andy Zoo saying, yay, so proud of you, Clark. And Will Parsons saying, yes, boys, on the chat there. Jeremy Webster having a bit of a woohoo. And Hong Kong Underwater Hockey, or HK Hockey, saying, yeah. So a lot of fans on the chat here, as we can see Matty Hart having a good chat to his New Zealand boys. Looking at the stats here, the Kiwis have scored 69 goals for and 3 against versus the Turkish 39 goals for and 1 against. That's not including today, but the Kiwis consistently putting a lot more goals in the tin over the first part of this competition. But interestingly enough, the attacking pressure has certainly been applied on this game more by the Turks than the Kiwis so far. It's going to be interesting to see how this next 9 and a bit minutes of the first half plays out here, Yongi.
Yeah, look, just backing up what Stu said, New Zealand are a very high attacking team. They score a lot of goals, and defence is probably a key, but they would like to score more goals than actually get scored against them. Turkey, not really sure about their game plan. I don't really know enough about them. They just play hard, and they're looking to capitalise here in this position, Stu?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I think the one good thing that's coming out of this game for the Turks in the early patch of the game is that it's been pretty clean, and therefore, the Turks haven't had anyone thrown out yet, which has been great for them and a really good, from my opinion, to see. As again, they pressed that tray, and that's definitely a goal for the Turks. A really nice passage of play there, and goal number 3 for Turkey. So straight back at the Kiwis. Number 4 for the Turks scoring that third goal. Amar Efekan I. Well done, Amar, for a very nice team goal there. You could see how the Turks just brought it out of that corner on a square move straight into the centre channel, and then it was literally just a 1-2 pass to another guy coming down and a quick little chip flick into the tray there, Yongi.
Yeah, look, from what I've seen here, numbers on the bottom's winning this. Turkey have got numbers on the bottom where it matters, driving into attack. They're on song, Stu, today.
Yeah, they're certainly firing at the moment, and the Kiwi guys are going to have to come up with a lot of good answers to reassert some kind of dominance on this game. Not surprisingly, the Turks have come out firing. They definitely have the ability to put a lot of pressure on teams. Even last year at the Stellenbosch Elite Worlds, these guys were certainly the standout team in their division, finishing number 1 in their pool when the round robin was over, having, I don't think, lost a game in the round robin at all. So you can really see the attacking prowess that these guys are bringing to their brand of hockey, Yongi.
Yeah, Stu, and just to say there, I'm actually glad that we met them in the final, Stu. So I think that if we met them somewhere in the quarters or the semis, I think we would have been in a lot of trouble.
Well, I guess that's probably just going to go down as one of those questions that's never going to get answered in history there, Yongi. As the game continues with 7 minutes to go, the Kiwis getting a reprieve and an advantage puck against the Turks, as you can see the referees pushing them back behind the line that's going to be set up here. The Kiwis taking a couple of very, a couple of minutes to get a couple of new subs in, a couple of fresh legs in there, and interesting to see if the Kiwis stay on this far side, if they try and sort of test the edge and then swing it around the other way. And again, the Turks very quick to cut down a square movement that the Kiwis tried to initiate there and taking it straight back out to the far side of the wall there, Yongi.
Yeah, look, as I said before, I'm not really sure how they're actually structuring their play, or they're just going really hard, but it just seems to me they have numbers on the bottom, they have control of possession, that's all they need, and they've got this game where they need it.
Yeah, they certainly do have it by the short and curlies at the moment, as you can see the play continuing, and there's a lot of rotations going on in that back corner. The Turks proving very good at taking it from attacking corners, getting good position on back walls, and then shoveling that puck sort of square of the back wall, but about 1.5 meters off, and then basically putting into a goal-scoring opportunity with guys coming on the puck. They are very good at staying down on the bottom and very good at establishing and maintaining physical presence as the Kiwis get another advantage puck in their deep defence, and you can see some subbing going on there for both teams. So with just under 6 minutes to go, you can see the Turks setting up in a classic sort of starting position of 3-2-1 there. I mean, it really at the moment, even though the Kiwis have scored 1 goal, it's all Turkish delights at the moment, Yongi.
Yeah, and it's just interesting on those free pucks, Stuart. I see both teams spreading themselves out wide. Explain what both teams will be looking to do there.
I think both teams are looking, well, if you're the defensive team, I think the defensive team is looking to both cover the straight drive as well as the switch play. For the attacking team, I think they're just looking at giving themselves options. So they have the option of going straight, but they also have the option of coming out and around. So, both teams are setting up very similar on those attacking free pucks, at least from the surface structural point of view. I'm sure there's a lot of differences in the nuances of how they play out. As you can see, the puck on the far side of the wall there, pretty much in the middle of the court. Kiwis did a good job of driving it out, but Turks are responding, and the Kiwis getting a advantage puck against the Turks for gloving. So they will take an advantage puck in their attacking half as a timeout is called, I think, by the Turkish guys with 4 minutes and 38 seconds remaining in this absolute nail-biter of a game that we're watching here, Yongi.
Yeah, and look, Matt Hart will be talking to his players here, and what he'd be saying to them is, look, we've got into attacking position finally, Stuart, and we really need to take advantage of this. We don't get many of these options at this level. We need to really put this one away.
I could not agree with you more there, Nicholas. I think that's exactly what Matty would be saying, and if he's not saying it, he'd definitely be saying it in hand signals or flashcards or something like that, because the Kiwis really need to get another goal on the board here before this half runs out. You can see the Turk lads, they're putting in some hard yards in the water there. They're definitely sucking some good oxygen tickets while they can. 10 seconds to go until it's in a Kiwi advantage puck as the Turkish coach just makes the sub bench with 3 seconds remaining. And be very interesting to see. The Kiwis are very good at set plays in front of the tin there, but I believe the Turks have literally just cut down that puck and they're straight onto it there, Yongi.
Yeah, look at the numbers. As soon as they pushed out, they had numbers pushing in back from behind, and as soon as any puck was spilled, they collected, and now they're swimming up the right-hand side of the pool, attacking their goal. They're coming in close to the D.
No, it's a massive attacking push here by the Turks. The Kiwis are really being stretched and are really getting asked a lot of attacking questions and putting in some reasonable defensive answers. But that was a really big, fast counter attack by the Turks there, Yongi.
Yeah, they have got some serious firepower. Oh, here we go. It's on the tray. It's on the lip. They're pushing it towards. They're inside the D. There's still a scrimmage going on, and looks like New Zealand have cleared it along the back wall, Stu.
Yeah, wow. I mean, geez, the Kiwis doing a very good, desperate job of getting out of jail there. The Turks put a lot of pressure on their defense. I reckon the puck was probably about 30 centimetres, and it's actually gone in the tin now. So they took it out to their defensive area right underneath their sub bench, but the Turks, very quick to counter-attack, came straight back in on the 45. And number 4, Amer Efekan again asserting his dominance. Again asserting his dominance on this game. And, wow, 4 goals to 1 with 3 minutes and 15 seconds thereabouts remaining in this half. And the Turks just really putting on a show for us at the moment there, Yongi.
Yeah, and I've got to shout out to Amer Efekan. That's 2 goals I think he's scored in this game so far. He's really putting in some great drives to the tray, Stuart.
Yeah, those boys are really on fire at the moment. It's going to be very interesting to see. I know there's a lot of quality players in this New Zealand under-23 team, and they really need to come together and start working their game plan, start coming up with solutions, maybe focusing more on possession as opposed to trying to drive forward too fast, too early. They really can't afford to lose any kind of defensive structure against this absolute ball-tearing, lightning rod Turkish attack that they're being subjected to at the moment there, Yongi.
Yeah, look, I actually think they've got to pick better options and safer options, and make sure that they're swimming and they're swimming wide more and making better use of the puck. I think it's puck usage to me. Make sure you give it to your teammates, Stuart.
Yeah, that's right, and I think the Turkish are actually playing 3 forwards, 1 pivot and 2 backs, and obviously just sort of like pushing one back up, pushing one back, depending on where the play is. So they've got a square, but swinging back line only through 2 of them with a lot of pressure being applied through that 1 pivot as the referees call up another infringement. It's going to be obstruction against the Turks. I know I think it was number 13 down on the bottom there for Turkey was not happy with that call, but they'll have to set up here and allow the Kiwis to take the advantage puck. They just drill it down straight in front of them to a big awaiting Turkish sort of line there. The Kiwis shovel it back off the wall, but the Turks are pretty quick at taking that puck and making it contested. And again, they capitalise on a bit of space between the Turkish structure there and go on a big swim. The referee's pulling up a stick infringement. Nathan Whelan there, number 29, ref, casually giving that stick infringement signal. I don't think his heart rate's getting over 40 there, Yongi.
I'm sure it is, Stu. I'm actually sure it's probably getting up to about 120 at the moment.
Yeah, well, either way, he's signalling very casually as this advantage puck is taken by the Kiwis. A nice little chip flick to a wall of black bats there as they try and drive through the line. This is pretty much the point where I'd like to see the Kiwis establish a drive and then rip it out and take it somewhere else. Like, really, the Turks are proving too strong when they're trying to drive through them. They've got a lot of physical presence on the bottom as the Kiwis come over into the centre channel. The Turks desperately flick that back out of the congested area. The Kiwis, again, just sort of losing that puck. The Turkish taking it all the way back into that defensive corner there and getting a rotation going in this corner, Yongi.
Yeah, and just going back on the point about picking it out and driving, I think that times they are trying to drive, but they're getting hit, and then they're thinking twice about doing it the next time. So the Turks are just putting him under so much pressure and hitting him hard that they're thinking, well, we can't do this.
Yeah, that's right. And again, I'd really like to comment on the fact that well done to Turkey for not only the amount of offensive pressure they've been able to put onto this quality under-23 New Zealand team, but also just how clean they've been. Like, these guys have not been put in the bin once. It's been a clean, fast, physical game as halftime is called. And the Turks, even though they've spent a lot of time in the sin bin up until this point, they literally have not had not one kick out here, Yongi.
Yeah, well, that just goes to show that they can actually, play to the rules and do well. And I mean, I don't know how they've been going so far at this competition with the kick-outs, but that's something that's, a major part of the game, Stu. If you have people out of the water, that kills your team.
Yeah, that's right, mate. You can see there on the screen at the moment. We'd really like you guys that are watching this game and get excited about this service that we're providing you guys all around the world to please donate some money to the cause here for the development of underwater hockey, both within Australia and globally for the international community. GoFundMe.com/Hobart 2017. A couple of dollars each would go a long way. Allowing the development of underwater hockey sport to continue through this amazing streaming service and technology that is being implemented here. You can see the Kiwis sitting there on the back wall and getting some valued words there by Coach Matt Hart. What an absolute cracker of a first half there, Yongi.
An absolute cracker, and it really goes to show Turkey's powerhouse here at this competition. We knew they were a powerhouse in Stellenbosch, and they've come here. And actually reminds me too, I was in Castelldefels in Spain, and they were a powerhouse there too. And they're continuing their dominance in underwater hockey.
Yeah, that's right. As we look at the live chat here, as we see Linda Flavel saying, "Okay, guys, let's go." Emma Bird saying, "Let's drive hard." Zainab Almaz saying, "Efekan, aye." And Zia Volkan Aksu saying, "Nice move." Burke Barasan, dummy move. And Nugu Mert, fist pumping. And Irem Kakar doing a whole bunch of muscle flex emoticons in there. So a lot of people. Jeremy Webster, still plenty of time left for the Kiwi boys. And Liam Watson saying, "Aksu, you've been teaching your dummy." And I think Liam's referring to one of the lads over in Turkey, or that's had a bit to do with the Turkish lads, just referring to how good those lads are at throwing that dummy, or the swerve as it's known in Australia, as we go into the last 45 seconds of this half time there, Yongi.
Yeah, I think he's actually talking about my mate Amir Efekan. I think he's on song today. You can just see, look, he's got a lot of support in the chat there, Stu, and it's really good to see all the support from right around the world.
It is great, and these fierce athletes that are shaping off against each other today are really a testament to just how much training and how much effort goes into all the lead up that these guys, all the coaches, all the competitors put into arriving at a competition like this as fit, as capable, as skillful, and as ready and prepared as they can be. And these two teams are certainly very good indicators of the level of competition that these kind of competitions can provide as the second half kicks off. And you can see both teams having a crack at winning this strike. I think the Turks, the Kiwis got there slightly before the Turkish there, but the Turkish again attacking straight through the middle. The Kiwis trying to funnel it out wide, doing a pretty good job of relieving that pressure with a nice flick over to this near wall and getting numbers around the puck as they recycle and go on a 45 drive across the other side of the pool. It's a good swim here by the Kiwis. They're getting a lot of numbers around the puck, and hopefully they've decided that they're going to try and take this game by the neck and see what they can do here, Yongi.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to go sideways. They've tried to go forward, and they're going to try a different option here.
So the game continues over the far side of the court here, and the Kiwis, they are looking a little bit more dangerous in the attacking area here as that puck gets funneled through, or the Turkish guys push it away from where the Kiwi forwards are. The Kiwis are very quick to get onto that puck again, as again they go for another drive. It gets sort of funneled out by the Turkish sweepers out to that far side of the court, and the Kiwis are having to backtrack as the Turks now start to assert their attacking dominance in this early stages of this second half there, Yongi.
Yeah, it looks it's pretty tight at the moment. It looks like Turkey's got the puck and they're driving in through the middle.
Yeah, you can see that was a little bit of a drive, but the Kiwis having a good sub coming in there. The buzzer's gone, and it looks like it's going to be a chopping foul on the Kiwis, so an advantage puck for the Turks. Another little opportunity for them to throw down some Turkish delights. put down some delicious flatbreads and show us what they've got to offer here, Yongi.
Yeah. Look, mate, I love all food. You know what I'm like.
Not that that really has any relevance to underwater hockey, but I do enjoy some Turkish food. Those guys certainly can cook up a storm, and they certainly are cooking up a storm here in the realms of underwater hockey against a very fierce quality opposition, the Kiwi boys. And there's another referee infringement is called for obstruction this time, and now it's a warning against the Turkish team in general for obstruction. So interestingly, it's taken the second half for that warning to come out. The Turkish guys are going to have to be careful here, because if they keep on doing that, they're going to start spending some time in the sin bin there, Yongi.
Yeah, and once they start spending time in the sin bin, look, we've got a switch of play into the middle. They're trying something completely different here in New Zealand.
Yeah, it was interesting. They tried the switch move. They got met by a couple of very fast, vigorous Turkish guys, and then they just went for the little chip flick, I should say, through the line and swam onto it, found some space, but unfortunately that's pretty much where that initiative stopped. The Turks are now driving the play again over that left-hand far side, and again, the Kiwis are having to do a lot of defending here, Yongi.
Yeah, look, it's right in their defence. Look, there's a breakaway. He's coming out. Oh, he's been completely... The puck's been taken off by the Turkish defender.
Yeah, he got cut down by that Turkish defender, and it was sort of like a 45 sort of prospective breakaway. I'm sure if he found the space, he would have had a crack at swimming it hard, but he saw that Turkish guy coming, so he sort of pedalled back and waited to get hit, I guess, a little bit. So there wasn't really any space to swim into as the Kiwis get a free puck, and the Turks again have to get pushed back. It's going to be interesting to see what the Kiwis come up with here. Because, again, the puck hasn't really spent that much time in this second half outside of their defensive area.
Yeah, look, I'm not actually sure New Zealand knows what they're planning on the free pucks, because Turkey just keeps shutting them down. It doesn't matter what sort of play they've got. Turkey's on it straight away. Look at them. Numbers on the bottom, hassling New Zealand.
Yeah, that's right. As the Kiwis do advance forward, as Linda Flavel on the chat says, "Come on, Kiwis, let's lay down some Pavlova." I like the cut of your jib there, Linda. I was thinking about saying that, but I'm pretty sure that us Australians are still claiming the Pavlova as ours, as the Turkish guys are still pushed back, and the Kiwis again will get a nice advantage puck here, just on the attacking side of their half. Again, the Turkish guys are just establishing a lot of physical presence on the bottom. The Kiwis decide to take this one out to the right. I would not be sure if it stays there for a couple of seconds before swinging back into the middle. You can see the Turks creeping over to try and cut down that 90-degree move there, and they're often running down the pool again there, Yongi.
Yeah, look at this guy's driving the puck with players all over him. He's got great support from Turkey, but again, New Zealand defended out to the side.
Yeah, that's right, as we see a lot of people tuning in to watch this game, and an amazing show going down here from both teams. Really, the Kiwis trying to wrestle some advantage off these Turkish guys that just do not stop coming at them. And at the moment, they're right underneath their sub-bench. I reckon they're going to try and get a couple of fresh subs in and see if they can break open this Turkish structure. And again, they try and drive that 45. Again, they're met by a Turkish guy, but the Kiwi guys are nice and strong onto the double team effort. But just that square defender manages to get that puck and roll those Kiwi attackers off, stopping the offensive drive there. And again, the Kiwis are getting driven back into their defensive corner, Yongi. And it looks to me like it's going all the way to the tray. The Kiwis have swum it off the other side, so a brave, don't argue move there by the Kiwis, Yongi.
Yeah, look, great defence there. They've just saved another goal. That looked like it was going to be a goal there on the back wall. But New Zealand, again, take it out in defence into their corner.
Yeah, that's right. As Sally Steer says, come on, Kiwis. And Zia Aksu says, even the teacher can learn his students at Liam Watson. So maybe they're referring to the fact that Liam Watson has spent a bit of time over in Turkey teaching these guys a thing or two, as a very vigorous ref's timeout is called there by that near side referee, and they go for a little swim over to have a reference, which is a ref's conference for those of you that don't know, over there on that side wall. It looks to me like the Turks are actually going to get their first sin bin of the game. I'm not quite sure why, but yep, there's number 13 for Turkey is going to spend a minute in the bin. So Mert Dogan is going to spend a minute in the bin. There's the big fella there sucking in some air. And the Kiwis are going to have an advantage puck in the centre of the court here as the game continues. We just get an underwater shot here going. There we go. So again, a tit-for-tat passage of play there with the Turks one player down, so 6 players in the Kiwi side of things versus 5 on the Turks. And I'll tell you what, they've got 8 minutes and 45 seconds the Kiwis have to really generate something special here, Yongi.
Yeah, well, this is the time to do it with a man extra. They really need to take advantage of this level. A man down at this level is crucial for both sides. One for a defensive side, if they can defend, it's big. For attacking side, you must score, or at least put yourself in an attacking option, Stu.
Yeah, a couple of big passes by the Kiwis there, and that's that Turkish defence very quick to get over there and cut down that offensive movement that the Kiwis are trying to generate. Just to remind everyone here, the Turkish are actually the defending under-23 world champions, so these guys aren't rookies. These guys have been here before, and they've soaked up a lot of pressure like this, and they're certainly doing that at the moment. So number 6... 6 on 6 now. The Turkish guys have got their player from the sin bin back in the water, and unfortunately for the Kiwis, they didn't get to take advantage as they do a nice switch out the backhand side there, bring it back over to the right. Again, the Kiwi just sort of got overextended as he got hit by that Turkish lad. They recycle the puck as the buzzer goes. It's going to be interesting to see who gets the puck here, and I think that's probably a chopping or a stick infringement on the Turks there, Yongi.
Yeah, I clearly saw the stick come in and attack the hand as he was curling. That was a clear foul. You
can see the Turkish coach there going for the Love Heart timeout. A nice little display of the Love Heart symbol whilst he's trying to call out the timeout as his players come in and
crucial timeouts, Stu.
Crucial, yeah, that's right. 7.5 minutes to go, and I'm sure the Kiwis won't mind the timeout either. Matty Hart will really need to dig deep, use some of those dad bod skills to get his boys back in this game. 3 goals behind the Kiwis are. The Turks have to be pretty happy with how they're performing. They've only had 1 dude in the bin. The Kiwis have had none. So even though this is a very vigorous, tightly fought contest, it's been very clean, hasn't it, Yongi?
Very, very clean. I'm actually quite surprised. But I would really love to see New Zealand put in some big efforts and maybe put a goal in or two, Stu.
Mate, I think all of us Australasian types would like to see at least 1 or 2 Kiwi goals go in the bin and turn this contest into a much closer affair. It is close in the court, but unfortunately for the Kiwis, they are going to have to come back with 3 goals to draw it at level, and obviously at least 4 to win this game. And well, 4 goals in the next 7.5 minutes is not unachievable, and I know the Kiwis have done that before, but it's certainly going to be a hard ask. Those guys are going to have to really create some special stuff together as they decide to take the puck over the far side of the court. The Turks are very quick to jump on that swim there. As you can see in the foreground, Matty Hart's 12-year-old board shorts getting a little bit of camera time. He has opted for the wetsuit top, funny old thing, which I think he's just trying to sort of dial down or maybe suck something in there. He's a little bit conscious of the dad bod, perhaps, or maybe he's just got a couple of extremity spots that are a little bit cold in the pool sometimes there, Yongi.
Yeah, look, shout out to Matt Hart, great player. For all the criticism he's copping, he's a top bloke, and he was a great player when I played against for many years.
Would you call it criticism? I'm calling it playful banter, but perhaps I'm misreading that as the Kiwis go all the way to the middle of the court there and really pepper the defensive area of the Turkish goal tray. The refs have called an infringement. It is going to go against the Turks, gloving, and the Turkish guys just confirming that is a gloving. You can see number 2 there just asking the question, and a very important set play opportunity here for the Kiwis, Yongi.
Yeah, this is crucial at the moment. He throws the puck in. Looks like it's a melee, and it's come through to the lip, and it's been defended. Taken out to the side.
Yeah, I'm not sure how far out the side it's gone. You can still see some bodies over the tin there. As I think Yongi is correct. It has gone all the way to the corner. The ref is calling an infringement up, and it's going to be interesting to see which way this goes. Nathan Whelan with, again, a very casual, it's going to be the Kiwis puck, and a very casual, you guys glove that there sort of signal. So again, Nathan's heart rate just sort of operating around about that 45 to 50 beats per minute level. Just taking it easy in a very tight game. He's trying not to let the nerves get the better of him as the Kiwis take this advantage puck, and into the melee it goes, into the clash of the Turkish Delights versus the Spates, or the Choice Asbros, and over to the wall it goes again, and you know, geez, the Turkish guys are doing a very good job of defending these attacking movements by the Kiwis there, Yongi.
Yeah, look, it's out of break. Oh, there's a breakaway going on. He's coming through the middle. He's being chased by the Kiwi. It looks like he's been held up, but he looks like he's got support here, and they're still driving to the middle.
Yeah, the Kiwis getting driven all the way back down the court there. The Turks still have possession, as you can see them tracking over the left-hand side. They've got to be real careful they don't let this puck come in and around the end there. The buzzer has gone. It's going to be interesting to see. I think the Turks have actually put it in the tin. So that is goal number 5 and player 4 there for the Turks. Again, Amer Efekan. What an absolute goal hound that guy has been this game. 5 to the Turks, 1 to the Kiwis with... with 4.5 minutes to play. Not surprisingly, a timeout has been called. At the moment, there's been a lot of pressure applied by the Kiwis, but that was a massive counter-attack by the Turks there, Yongi.
Yeah, really good play. Set up from defence, moving through the middle, getting numbers to the breakdown, pushing forward and into the goal. And my mate, Efekan, another goal from him. Look, I'm going to have to meet this guy. He seems like a champion.
Yeah, that's right. He's certainly putting on a show for us here today. As the Kiwis, you can see, they're just sort of gathering themselves to swim out this last 4.5 minutes. Look, full credit to these guys. They certainly are putting everything on the line. And often when you do sort of overextend yourself trying to create attacking opportunities, there can be massive breakaways like the one we just saw. The Kiwis did a good job of tying that first breakaway down, but unfortunately they just couldn't execute what they needed to drive that puck away from the possession that the Turks had. And the Turks showed a very level-headedness in that last passage of play that led to that 5th goal being scored there, Yongi.
Yeah, look, they've come here to play, and they're on song. They're out in the strike. It looks like there's a bit of a tussle in the middle. Looks like the puck's being pushed towards the left-hand side, and it looks like Turkey are attacking again.
Yeah, they're on the attack, that's for sure. The Kiwis have got the bit of the momentum back as the play swings down. Just on the Turkish attacking side of the centre line, but again it crosses the other side to a waiting Turkish attacker, and again the buzzer goes. It's going to be interesting to see. Looks to me like number 13 for New Zealand is going to get 1 minute in the bin. I didn't catch what for, but Clark Samuel is going to have to go and sit in the sin bin here, and unfortunately for the Kiwis, with time running out, that really is not what they would have wanted there, Yongi.
No, definitely not. They're really going to have to do some defence now. I think Turkey will be looking to put another one away, Stuart.
Well, I mean, these Turks definitely have not taken their foot off the pedal at all this whole game. Even in deep defence, they've just been establishing a lot of physical presence as the Kiwis come out, change their line and go for a big run. They've got 2 versus 1 here. It's going to be interesting to see if this Kiwi guy can actually establish some pressure, or I should say some distance. But unfortunately, the Kiwis have been called on another Nath Whelan lazy stick infringement signal. And so the Turks are going to get the puck brought back into their attacking half. And the Kiwis are going to have to defend yet another attacking advance by the Turks here, Yongi.
Yeah, and I think the Turks will be looking to go straight for the middle of the tray here.
And just as you said it, that's exactly what they did there, Yongi. Straight into the middle of the tray, numbers on the bottom, just sort of pushing that puck all the way to the back wall. I would not be surprised if they, again, just drive that puck along that back wall, and in the tray it goes. So goal number 6, scored by the Turks, and I'm pretty sure that was number 4 again. So Amer seriously needs to calm down. And, I mean, this guy is literally just a goal machine today, Yongi.
Yeah, look, the number speaks for it all, Stu. I mean, Efekan, number 4, the champion.
Well, I mean, I am sitting next to another absolute goal fiend. And number 4s do tend to know what that's all about. I do agree with you, Yongi. You are a cherry picker from probably about 17 or 18 years ago. You've been very good at that from the word go, taking all the credit for all that hard work your teams have put into you over the years. So, I mean, someone's got to take the credit, and I'm more than happy to give it to you, mate. As this game continues with 2 minutes to go, and the Kiwis again sort of trying to work out some kind of attacking advantage against this absolute onslaught that they're having to put up with from this very strong Turkish team there, Yongi.
Yeah, look, as much as Amir Efekan has scored all these goals, this has been a team effort, and a strong team effort.
That's right, as the buzzer goes, and again, number 4 called on for Nathan Whelan, the referee there, calling number 4 New Zealand, which is Daniel Kemp, is warned for a stick infringement. So he's going to have to watch himself for this last minute and a half. But unfortunately for the Kiwis, I'm sure they'll swim this all the way out to the end. But 1 minute 20 to go, and really an insurmountable lead the Turkish guys have. It would not matter if they went back to the court and just got out of the pool. I'm pretty sure it's impossible to score 5 goals in 1 minute and 10 seconds there, Yongi.
Yeah, this is a big ask. Look, New Zealand just have to play it out, have to forget about it, just play on and see the game through.
Yeah, that's right. And full credit to the Kiwis boys. They've had an awesome comp so far, and I'm sure they'll come back from this game bigger and better than ever, learning a lot of lessons. You certainly learn a lot more from losing than you do from winning. And certainly both Yongi and myself have certainly lost enough games over the years to be able to attest to that. Full credit to the Turkish guys for a really flawless display of real fast-paced, physical, aggressive, and lightning rod style hockey. As again they push all the way to that attacking tray, as the Kiwis do a very good job of stopping that attacking Turkish advance there. Number 2 doing a good job for Turkey is staying down and recycling that puck. 22 seconds to go. The puck goes underneath the Kiwis sub bench, and Linda Flavel saying nothing is impossible. I'd have to disagree with you there, Linda. 6-1 with 10 seconds to go is definitely impossible. So the Kiwis just seeing it out defensively in their left-hand defensive corner. It's not going to stop them from having a crack at an attacking 45 out of the corner. So full credit to these boys. They've swum it all the way out to the end of this game. And that's full time as the Turkish win this grudge match 6-1. What an absolute game there, Yongi.
An amazing game, unexpected for me. But the good thing about this, both teams can move on, and both coaches can go away and look at the pros and cons of this and move forward in the roster, Stu.
Yeah, that's right. It's still not the final series, and as everyone knows out there that's played a lot of hockey before, the hockey that happens in the round robin is certainly not the stuff that happens in the finals. Again, I would not take any credit away from this amazing Turkish team. They had one kick out in this game, and that is it. So they've certainly managed to still apply the same attitude of real physical, fast, lightning rod style hockey. Pretty clean in my opinion, and full credit to these guys for really putting on a show here for us today. Unfortunately for the Kiwi lads, they've had a really good comp so far, but they're going to have to be happy with second place on the ladder here, as the Turks scream into first place with a very dominant display of underwater hockey, Turkish style there, Yongi.
Yes, very dominant, but I can tell you I think the Kiwis are going to be ready to play come the finals. They're a strong team, and they do perform in finals.
Yeah, that's very true. So we'll say goodbye to you here in the commentary box. I'm going to try and get Yongi to go out onto the pool deck and have a chat to some of these players. We'll try and get the players' perspective in just a second. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Please don't forget to go to the donate page and give us a couple of bucks. Thank you very much. See you poolside soon. Can you set Yongi up? Yeah. I think Yongi's going to chat to him, but you can do it, Dave.
Straight onto the sub bench where they'll be
Bueno, Argentina defendiendo con el siguiente corriente, se lo lleva a la esquina, apura o apesa. Vamos con los cuatro ahí, los cuatro fantásticos. Se terminó el tiempo, bueno, fue empate nomás. El partido estuvo muy parejo, tuvimos a punto de perderlo, pero los cuatro fantásticos ahí en el último.
And just while we're waiting for these players to come out here, guys, I'd like to reply. Oh, here we go. They're talking to the Kiwis now.
How's it going, mate? And how do you feel about the game and how it went?
Yeah, well, it's never easy to talk after a loss, especially first loss tournament. But yeah, credit to Turkey, they're a strong side, and hopefully we'll see them later on in the tournament.
Yeah, look, commiserations on that. A tough game, tough team. As you know, they've got a lot of world's players, elite players, under 23 players, but you're also a strong nation. You can go away and rebuild from this and learn what you did wrong, and you see them in the finals again.
Yeah, well, that's the plan. We'll go back, have a look at some of the footage, assess it, see where we went wrong and what we could do better, and as I said, hopefully we'll see them again.
No worries, mate. Good luck. Thank you.